how would you describe this film? It's being described as a thriller, but how would you describe it?
Oh, a thriller.
Yeah.
I think it's sort of a romantic noir. I think it's got all the elements of, you know, a psychological thriller, but ultimately it's a character-driven piece about romance gone wrong and revenge, and yeah, it's about how do you know, there's that famous saying, revenge is best served cold, is a dish best served cold, and that's how Edward takes his revenge on being dumped by Amy Adams's character.
Yes, definitely some revenge. Talk to us about your character, which is Tony's wife in the book.
Yes, I play Laura Hastings, and you know, there are 3 storylines in the movie. There's the present, the past, and of course there's this fictitious world, this manuscript that Susan, Amy Adams' character, is given, and I exist as sort of like the virtual avatar of her in the story. My husband and I, played by the same character, Jake Gyllenhaal, who plays Edward, we take a road trip to Marfa, and we are confronted by psychopaths, total sociopaths rather. They're just horrendous, and we, you know, and I don't want to give away the story, but yeah, and my character does everything she can to protect her daughter and protect her family, and as strong as she is and as smart as she is, and you know, she's ill-prepared to deal with these people.
You did such a great job. I mean, I can't even imagine.
Thank you.
You know, when you're confronted with a situation like this, where you go to, how do you sort of channel these emotions for this character?
You know, I'm a mom and I have children, and so does this character, and so that sort of primal rage you feel when, you know, your nest is attacked is just, it's at the surface of every mom at every minute. You know, you never seen crazy till you mess with someone's kids, you know, and that's sort of the basis of my character. So I didn't have any problems with that side of it. It's just, you know, we shot it at night in the Mojave Desert, and I've had instances of being on the road at night. You know, I've had weird experiences. I think most people have in LA, if you ever drive around, the odd weird driver. So I sort of I could kind of paint that picture in my head pretty easily. But it was definitely one of those movies where I was very happy when it was wrapped. Not because I didn't love working with the cast and the phenomenal Tom Ford, but just to leave the character behind.
Yeah, this was heavy.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tom, this was his first movie in 7 years, his first film in 7 years. What is it about him as a director and also a writer that makes him so unique?
First of all, I think he's incredibly brave to take on 3 storylines in one piece. That it often, those movies just don't pan out. The tone is inconsistent, or, you know, the flashbacks feel shocking, and you think, what movie am I watching? Or you care more about one storyline than you care about the other storyline. And so it was a very ambitious task that he undertook and excelled at. And I think he has an incredible attention to detail, you know, particularly when it comes to the aesthetic and the characters. And he's from Texas. He knows this world and he knows these people, and he adapted this book that, I know it's very different from the book, and he doesn't like to think of it, you know, he didn't want me to read the book as research, even though I secretly did. Sorry, Tom. Yeah, I think he's just, you know, he's very much about the substance, which you wouldn't think so necessarily. You'd think it would be about the style, but it's not with him.